From man to king.
What's up, good people? From Man to King here, and today we're here to talk 5 signs you're a weak man. Now, this is a list I came up with to hopefully help you get started into the new year. I want to see every single one of y'all make these changes in 2025. But enough talking, let's get right into it. Number 1, you care about what people think of you. Fellas, one of the most significant signs you're a weak man is constantly caring about what others think of you. Like, why? Why do you care so much? Someone doesn't like your shoes. Someone doesn't like your favorite movie. Who gives a flying fuck? What you gonna do, cry? I'll tell you why you care. You lack a sense of self. You don't know who you are. So you rely on what the mass majority of people like, and you dictate your interests based off of that. Does that sound like a man to you? A real man focuses on what aligns with his values and goals. Don't get it twisted, I understand social media has become the norm. Why I keep a healthy distance with social media though is it pretty much pressures people to conform to certain ideas and certain ideologies. It's way too easy to shape your identity based on what social media thinks. A real man understands the importance of maintaining self-worth by his standards. It doesn't matter what your friends think. It doesn't matter what your girl thinks. You make decisions on what you truly want to do. Fellas, when y'all care so much about other people's opinions, I need y'all to understand you're letting others control your life. This lack of authenticity is a big reason why a lot of people don't feel good about themselves. And it sounds corny as fuck, but embrace who the fuck you are. Work on your self-confidence by focusing on your goals, your interests, your values. Forget about what Twitter says. Forget about what TikTok says. If that's your entertainment, fine. But social media shouldn't be your existence. Number 2, watching porn. Now I know all you horny motherfuckers are already Xing out of the video. Fellas, let me tell y'all about porn. It completely fucks your brain up. It rewires your brain. It creates unrealistic expectations of what sex really is. They're actors, they exaggerate what's really going on. This messes your brain up. It distorts your understanding of what a healthy relationship is all about. Even if you don't do relationships like I do, it still messes up what a healthy dynamic should look like. And what's crazy is it's so much easier to access these days. Nowadays you open up Twitter and you got an asshole pointed at your face. Fellas, porn is also very addictive. Don't get it twisted. It might not be alcohol or gambling, but consuming a crazy amount of porn can cause your brain to become desensitized to certain things. This is how motherfuckers get into crazy extreme stuff like pissing and shitting on people and all this other bullshit. It's never enough. This can really interfere with your life. Plus, when you're rubbing one out 4 times a day, this causes you to be lazy. You'd much rather rub one out than go out and meet some baddies. Porn can also become your go-to coping mechanism when you're stressed. Instead of fighting your challenges like a man, you want to pull up your favorite porn star to help her help you out. Now don't get it twisted, I know what it's like to come home and put on some Sarah J, and I know you motherfuckers are gonna give me flack over Sarah J, but she's the real deal, fuck y'all motherfuckers. She's the Tim Duncan of this shit. She might not have memorable performances, but she always knew how to get the job done. But getting back to my point, porn can really mess up your relationships, y'all. When you're so used to watching others do the act, you're not going to know what to do when it's your movie. This is how some guys get into watching their girl get banged by another guy. Their whole life they've been used to watching others do it, that actually having sex ain't that fun for them. Not to mention you might not even get turned on because you're so used to your hand doing the job. Fellas, men who regularly watch porn could have issues getting and even maintaining an erection. This is real life, this happens to men. Why do y'all think you feel so guilty or shameful after? Because you know you shouldn't be doing it. Pornography might seem harmless in the beginning, but the effects it has on you in the long term can really mess up your well-being. Number 3, staying comfortable. Now when I say staying comfortable, I mean staying comfortable with mediocrity. Being unhappy with your position in life and just accepting it. What makes me so sad about men is a lot of men don't want to take a chance on themselves. A lot of men are okay with just being the average guy. And I understand what it's like to be comfortable. Back in the day, I was scared to quit a job I hated because I was afraid of the unknown. Fellas, that's a weak mindset. Comfort zones are comfortable for a reason. They offer no growth or challenge. It's safe. There's men out there who purposely avoid challenges. You're not growing if you're not challenging yourself. True strength comes from pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. Even if you fail at something small, it's a good thing. You're trying something new. Fellas, this is how some people stay working in the same job they hate for 30 plus years. Motherfuckers can't even stand their girlfriend or wife and they're still with them, comfortable. Now, if you're making good money working for someone and you're genuinely happy, that's fine. But this is mostly aimed to those who can't stand going to work every day, who know they could be doing more with their life, but would rather stay there because they're comfortable. You will never feel fulfilled living a life like that. If you never take a chance on yourself, you will never have a sense of accomplishment or what it's like to overcome difficult situations. And I want to talk about this for a minute. I look at it like video games. Back in the day, if you were stuck on a part in a game, you had no choice but to figure it the fuck out. There was no YouTube walkthroughs where it shows you everything. You either figured it out, you asked a friend, or you never beat it. But let's say you did beat it. There was no better fucking feeling. That satisfaction from figuring something out is something I can't even put into words. And if you're someone who knows what I'm talking about, you remember those boss fights that took you weeks to beat. Back in the day, you had to go to GameStop and buy what was called the strategy guides to figure some of this stuff out. Yeah, my older cats know about those strategy guides. But getting back to my point, many people stay comfortable because they fear change. It's easier to avoid challenges and difficulty. Staying comfortable for too long will prevent you from becoming the best version of yourself. I suggest starting by taking small steps. Try new things. Go for a walk early in the morning. Take on new challenges. Try a new hobby. Get back into a hobby you forgot about. I already made the video on going to the movies by yourself, and that's something I will always suggest to people who want to step out of their comfort zone a bit. I will leave a link in the description. I think going to the movies by yourself has a bigger message than people think. The more you step out of your comfort zone, the stronger you become. Number 4, doubting yourself. Now fellas, I understand self-doubt is something everyone experiences. If you step out of your comfort zone, some doubt will be there. No one's exempt. But the minute it becomes a part of your identity, it will always hold you back. This kills your confidence. And one thing I need y'all to understand is this mindset becomes a cycle. You get a new opportunity, self-doubt kicks in, and you don't follow through. I used to do this a lot with job interviews. I would get a job interview, tell myself I'm gonna say something to fuck it up, and I'll end up not going. I've doubted myself more times than I could count. Fellas, I hated math growing up. So what the fuck did y'all think my mindset was when I decided to major in accounting? I was in class like, what the fuck am I doing here? But I understood what my true goal was and what my path was. Now here I am with my accounting degree. Now don't get it twisted, a college degree don't really mean shit like that, but y'all get my point about self-doubt. Y'all need to think about the bigger picture. I had a path for myself and it started with that accounting degree. But forget about the degree. Y'all need to understand the process. I doubted myself 75% throughout the degree, but I also understood reaching any goal will never be easy. But the bumps in the road are a part of the journey, and these bumps come with valuable lessons. A strong man understands self-doubt is part of the process, but he doesn't let it control him. Y'all need to shift how you think. How you change this is start by celebrating your small victories. Celebrate your small wins. Celebrating your small wins plant confidence in your brain. You program yourself to think, shit, I did accomplish this. I did accomplish that. Some people get so caught up in the big picture, they forget about the small steps it took along the way. Number 5, you struggle saying no. Many men find it difficult to set boundaries. And to be honest, I don't blame anyone. This is by far the hardest thing to learn. And quite frankly, it was literally the hardest thing I had to learn. It still ain't easy now. You see, we as humans, we love to be agreeable. Being agreeable avoids conflict. You make the other person happy, which in turn makes you happy. But in reality, this leads to burnout, resentment, and a lack of respect of your time. A weak man loves saying yes to everything because it's the easy route. You don't want to disappoint anyone. You don't want to get into a confrontation. You avoid conflict. Fellas, these are traits of a weak man. A strong man knows how important it is to set boundaries and being able to say no when he needs to. I'm not saying your grandma asks you for a cup of water and you deny her thinking you're becoming a man. Being able to say no is crucial when you need to. It's not selfish to put yourself first. What I'm really trying to get you guys to do is prioritize yourselves, man. And I mean that in a selfish, unselfish way. I'm not saying make everything about yourself, but it's okay to put yourself first. Plus, not to mention, you might have some people in your life that only keep you there because you always say yes. When you say no to people and they disappear, what does that say about your relationship with them? You learn so much about your circle when you set boundaries. Guys, I said no to a few friends before and I ain't hear from those motherfuckers since. I'm okay with that. I don't need to be around people who serve me no purpose. If you genuinely don't want to do something, it's okay to say no. And I know a lot of you motherfuckers have a hard time saying no to women. And I don't blame y'all, sometimes I want to give that bad chick the world. But y'all get my point, right? And I'm here to tell you, women don't respect a man who's agreeable all the damn time. They know they can have their way with you when you say yes to everything. It's okay to say no sometimes. This will help you understand what truly matters. Y'all want to know what true strength is all about? It's about protecting your peace, even if it means you disappoint others. Now, while I'm sure it'll be difficult at first, learning to say no is one of, if not the most important step towards becoming a stronger, more confident you. But all in all, guys, I hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Until next time.